hello everybody. I'm going to, I'm going back to day 2 here because I thought, I'll just decorate it now and then I'll write in it and do that after Christmas, I think, because I don't know what I'm going to write in it. So I have taken photographs nearly every day and everything like that. So, but I just want to get on and decorate it because I'm so behind and Christmas is going to be here. And I don't like to feel pressurised because I was, quite pressurised in my job years ago. And I just feel that now I just want to please myself what I do. I mean, that's why I don't do a lot of custom orders and things, because I feel slightly under pressure and pressurised. And it also stops my creative flow because I do dot around a lot because that's just the way I work, and that's the way I create. So anyway, on with the journal, I think. So what I've finished that one except for some stenciling, which I found a little stencil I had in my stash yesterday, which was good. Christmassy one. I haven't got many Christmassy ones, so I thought I would do a little bit of stenciling on the back there. Just a little bit, because I've got quite a nice bit of decoration, coffee stain in there, some grid work there, so I didn't need to do very much, but I just thought I'd put a little something there. So look, I only want a little bit like that. Yeah, that's fine. I might even have enough on my sponge. Let's have a look. I don't want it too dark, that's all. No, I'll just go very lightly because I'm not sure what's on my sponge, so. Like that, that's all I want. There we go. Adds a bit of interest in this. I can do the same here as well, just to add a bit of interest. Oh, and I've got to make some charms, haven't I? I've got every colour under the sun but any red ones. So I'm going to make some of those tonight, which I love. I think that's some poinsettias. Oh, I hope you can see. I'll do it left-handed and then... Oh, I can't actually. I know I can, but it was because it's on this corner. Okay, it's fine. That's all I want. Just a little bit there and maybe up here. Okay. I'll leave that out because we're doing this one. Right, let's put that in there. So right, before I put the pocket, which all I done here, I'd already had that done from last year. Just got to ink it up really. It was already cut out and everything, which was lovely. Just made a pocket here, normal sort of pockets. Just put some net on the back. Maybe some coffee stain paper and a bit of lace trim to make a pocket down there. Okay, so that's all I've done there. So I'm not going to bother putting anything down here. And I was going to put that little bit of lace up there. I thought that would look nice just there. And rub out that too. I'll have this one there. I thought a bit of trim there, maybe something in the middle there. That will do for now. And pocket. Well, I've been having fun. I've been doing at night. Oh gosh, it's going all the time now. At night, I've been doing some papers, background papers for a Bohemian journal. I'm having a lot of fun actually. I think what I'm going to do at the moment is looking like I'm doing background papers. I haven't got any sort of used any images, so I might do a load of background papers and then do some like really nice journaling cards that perhaps, you know, you could place on the backgrounds. I'm going to do that sort of thing, I think, because I really like the papers the way they are, and because Bohemian's quite strong, isn't it? I find a lot of the images, you know, as you know, are black and white, you know, because they're vintage. Not that much colour in them. I just feel as though the backgrounds overpower the image. So that's just my thought on it. So anyway, I'm enjoying it. But tonight, I'm having a night off that, and I'm going to make some more dangles. I'm going to make sure that's on the outside. Like that. So I can put them in here. I'm actually going to move that to the edge of the page. I tend to like all this coming over the edge. And make sure it's away from here then. Okay, and that will all come off. Sorry, my hands are grubby again. I've been painting my baubles. That sounds funny. Painting my baubles. Oh dear. Surprising what you find funny when you're on your own in your studio. Yeah. Okay. Christmas tree out of the way. Okay. So that is going to go behind there. But I'll leave that to dry, and I'm going to stick down this one. That was, I haven't finished that yet. File folder that I just cut down. So I'm going to use that as a pocket. That's if I can get the paper clip off. Yeah, and I stitched around it. Okay. And that is going to go there, like that. Actually, I might put that, centralise that. Okay, just for change. So make sure I don't glue the top. Haven't done any Christmassy quotes yet or anything. So must stop doing the Bohemian journal because there's no rush for that. I can do that in the new year. But it's sort of like I get on this flow, and then when I also created a couple of like pocket template things that will work in journals, but they'll be like freebies or things. I don't know yet. So I'm just doing them for me, really, because I feel as though I'm always doing pockets and I'm always doing these things. So it'd be nice to just have a template that's printed out onto card that I can just keep using, really, with the right dimensions for the size of the journals you do. Or junk journals, I would say. Right, that's that. So that, might as well glue that down. Just ink it up a bit. It should be dry now. Put it in there. It's quite nice to see that though, isn't it? Because mind you, it is a bit the same. I'll tuck it behind there, I think, like that, and then we're going to find something else to go in there. And oh, that might be nice in there. don't know whether that'll stay in there. Might need to be a bit thicker, but that actually looks quite nice. What am I going to do? Oh yes, yeah, and I explain. I know I hate to cover him over because I love cardinals, but it was a bit, because I just threw this journal together, it's happened that I've got a lot of cardinals, you know, do you know, a lot of cardinals everywhere. So I thought, right, I'm going to have to cover you up, and I really don't like to. But anyway, just to change, because I feel there's a lot of red going on, so I need to start adding some green. Yeah. This is just a stamp I had. Which one it was now? It was one of the new ones I got when I went to the show. Hold on. It was that one. So I've used this one here and that one there. Okay, with a bit of tartan. So, oh, and a stamp, you know, one of the, I haven't got very many of those, but I've got this. That's all I've got, and that's a cheapie from somewhere. I think, the range, I think. It had, what's that one there? So that's all that is. Actually, I think I'll stitch that. Quite fancy it stitched. And I'm going to keep that on the whiter side, I think. Just a bit down. That's a bit too, it was, if you notice, I'm lifting it up there because I found the fabric was stretched a little bit and it was a bit too flat. So I want it to sort of look like it's not totally stuck down. That's better. And then I'll just do a little stitch. No, come up a bit more. It's just not quite. I think because that was the same height as that, and that just didn't look right to me. So that bit lower. And then when you offset this one, sort of even there, well, no, because it's going to be right at the bottom. I think it's going to be there, something like that. Maybe there. Yep, that will be fine. That's what I'll glue this down. I hope you can see there. I'm not quite sure. So I think my December daily is turning into a junk journal. Because I'm just going to decorate it. At least I'm sort of here, I'm thinking about December daily. I will get more organised next year. Definitely. I just want to add things that people give me and things like that into this one. I think I'm going to keep this one and keep it for next year maybe, you know. So when I get some Christmas things, I can put them in. Okay, let's go and stitch that. Right, here we go. I've stitched all that, if you can see. Let's have a look, see if I can go. Right, and then I just put one of these little, I don't know what they are, they're just little cutouts. A bit sparkly. Okay, that's all I've done there. Plain on the back. So these are nice. I don't know where I got those. I think they were on the postal section in B&M. Just got a pack of those. I know you cut them yourself, but I saw them there and I thought, I'll use them because I quite like the tone. And I actually haven't got any file folders this colour, and it's really nice. I like it. Yeah, I'll just have to wait for that to dry before I put him in the pocket. And alright, what was I going to do here? I can't remember. I was going to put that pom-pom on your short bit, so it must be here. Yep. So I will do that now. I know there's loads of bits of cotton and all that stuck in there. I'm actually leaving it because I like it. So I like all bits coming out. Don't mind that at all. Okay. Yeah, like that. Right, where was I going to stick you then? I think there will be okay actually. Found that bow. No, it's too big. Don't know what that was off chocolate box, that's but no, I haven't been eating chocolates. My kids love chocolates and they like boxes of chocolates, so I always get them. I don't eat very many. One or two is about it. Love them though. Right, so I think that'll be a bit floppy there. So that's got to hold that tag in there. So that's great. So what I think is, I still want it there, but then I'll just utilise that as well with that tag. Yeah, because you know, lace pockets tend to things fall out of them unless you back them on coffee stain paper, which I sometimes do, but I thought we've got quite a few pages to do and I don't want the journal getting too big. Well, it will, but not right yet. Okay, and then that will be there. You will be there. Okay, then find something to tuck in there. Yeah. Alright, what's next? Oh yeah, that was out of last year's Christmas card. So I thought he was nice there. I'm going to do some other things though. So that's going to become another tuck spot, isn't it? It's got quite a lot of tuck spots. I might keep him to a bit later on. Let's have a look. Only it's just getting, there's a lot of tuck spots there. Do one there. Maybe, yeah, there. So I'm going to put him away. Okay, do you see what I mean? There was like tuck spot there, there as well. So we need to change things around here. So maybe something at the top, you know, like a pocket at the top and then something placed in that way. I think that will look nice there. So I'm going to write top corner. I'm only doing it very gently. Can't spell. Corner pocket. Should put a little sticky note, but I don't know where they've gone. As usual, can't find nothing. Yeah, I quite like that. I don't know what that come off. no idea. So I've got all these things too that very red as well, but I'm trying to find some green things. So I've got a bit green here. Ribbon. See that? I think that ribbon there will look quite nice on that tag, you know. Definitely. So, just a little bit. Stapling on there. Okay. And then that's added a bit of green that I wanted. Okay, because of the balance of the colours. Okay, because there's no real green on here. So that's fine. And then this will find something to go in that envelope there. Or later on it might be a big tag in there. Who knows? Okay, let's leave that one because I'll do the pocket later. Let's get on with this page here because it's already pre-done. Oh, yeah, I found a tag to go with that page there. Oh, I've got some of this fabric. Oh, I just love this envelope. I've got to find something to do with that. Right, so I'll get on with that one. Right, so before I stick the piece of material in, I thought I'd do a bit of decoupage with this one here, because then it's corresponding with that over there. All right, so again, watered down glue I use. I'm not saying that's the right way, it's just what I do. So everybody sort of finds their way, really. Oh, let's rub that out there. Also, put a bit of glue over it, it'll be there forever. There we go. Oh, where's my acetate? Actually, I'll get card because I'm going to use the heat gun on that to dry it off. Okay, I think I'm going to have a bit more sort of coming. I'm going to sort of frame that way. Okay, so I'll just get a bit more. See what I want. That'll look quite nice. Take that border off. Okay. And I turned it totally the opposite direction because I thought it looked better. It's quite a nice napkin, actually. Okay, let's dry that off. That's all nice and dry. And I'm going to sand it down like I normally do. Okay. And then I'm going to put this onto paper, and that is going to be a side pocket, all right? A side tuck, rather. It's going to be like that. Do I want that, or shall I leave it now? Because it's quite nice, isn't it? Oh, decisions. Look, I'm going to spray that a little bit. It looks, and then I'm just going to dry it because I want some watermarks on there. Right, let's stick this down. Oh, I'm sorry. I really like that page too. Never mind. Oh, when I was going to tell you, when it looks a bit sort of crumpled up like this, you'll find within a couple of days, you know, with it being shut and things like that, that all goes away. So it doesn't stay like that. There we are. Right, so I'm going to leave that now because I quite like the way that's looking. I'll use that somewhere else, I think. And leave that as it is for now and go on to the next page. Right, what was I going to do here? Tag might just be placed there actually. And I quite like that plain piece of paper. Might just rough up the edges and ink that and then put some lines on it, and that's done because I quite like that as it is. All right, and we need to rub the number 5 out before I forget. Right, that is definitely going to go there. Now, do I make that into a pocket, or do I have it as a, you know, a tip-in, is it? Or do I have it as a tip-in? Who knows? And then do some things underneath. It's going to look quite nice actually, isn't it? 'Cause it's nice fabric. Yep. Right, what I do here is I'll measure just a little bit narrower up there. I reckon about there. I don't know whether you can see, and I'll just cut it and then I'll rip it. And I'll go that way. I think that would be quite nice. So I need to iron that, and then I'm going to sew the top. All right, and most probably onto a bit of card as well, so that I've got a bit of firmness just at the top here. I quite like it if there's just a little bit of firmness on that top to keep it, seems to keep down better. Okay, but it needs ironing. All right. Right, I've stuck that to a piece of card. Okay, that's all I've done. And then that makes that easier to stick down at the top and makes it more stable. Also, you don't see anything through the fabric, you know, through the fabric, in case you mess up your glue in, like I do. Make sure I stand up for this. Sorry, my head's going to get in the way. There we go. most probably do something underneath there. Right, not sure what, but we'll do something later. Right, I'm going to do something here, and I want to cover that up, and I thought I would use this there. That's quite sparkly. Okay, so I'm going to cover all that with washi tape. Then I've got this envelope here that I wouldn't mind using, and I've got this little envelope. I've got this little pack of envelopes from last year I never even opened. Dovecraft, I think. I wouldn't have paid a lot for them, and I thought that would look nice, like something like that. And then I quite fancy a feather for some reason somewhere. And then I've got this that I'm going to stitch on, most probably, you know, to this bit here, and I'm going to stitch all over that, and then it's going to be all raggedy, and then I'll cut off what I need to after. All right, so that's what I'm going to do there. So I'll do the washi tape first because I'm going to glue it. So okay. Oops, it needs to come up a bit, sorry. Hopefully it's straight because I can't. There we go. Just detracts away from those words, doesn't it? I'll trim all that properly after. Okay, so that's, yeah, I like that. But just be careful now, but it should be okay because it's only washi tape. All right, and then I've got to get a funny angle to cut this. So. And be careful not to cut through the envelope. Okay, right, I need a bit of stressing on this envelope. Why is it you always lose your sponge, the one you want? Yeah, I want that one. Oh, everything's falling down now. That's what you do. What happens when you end up working in about 12 inches square, don't you? It was a massive, great big studio, and yeah, 12 inches, and that's it. It's funny. Okay, I've got it. I think it should have a hole at the top. Yeah. I'll do this side as well while I'm at it. So I'm going to definitely, you know, we've got a repair here to go on, and I'm going to put some nice paper behind there or something. I want something to poke through there, which will be nice. I think I've got a friend coming tomorrow, so I've got to tidy up a bit actually, so she's got room to play. So at the moment she hasn't. Right, I'm just going glue. Like that. Okay, while I'm here, the glue, let's stick this down. Right, let's see how this is going to work. Everything that's stuck to me off. Yeah. All right, first of all, let's distress that. Take that off. Just gonna see, yeah, it's about there. Right, I'm not gonna glue the whole thing down because I want to slip the feather in first, so I'm just gonna glue the bottom. Do that, I think. Like that. Let's get just down the bone of the feather there, and the other side as well. Now I'm going to put some glue on here. I'm going to stitch it on anyway, but just in case, I like to glue that down because I won't be gluing this on. So, see if we can get some kind of, this is all bits out of fabric. So actually it was a Christmas fabric, I think. Okay, and I'm going to do zigzag stitch over that, all right, and we'll just see what it looks like after, all right. Okay, that's what it looks like. It's done, and we just trim it a bit. I'm going to get some different scissors though. Give it a little trim. And get rid of all the loops. That was saving that instead of normally a lot of people throw that sort of thing away, but nope, I will make use of it somewhere. All right, let's have a look, see what that looks like. And that's going to sit sort of, we do it about, I reckon, about there. Yeah, so we've got a little envelope here to put something in, and then we've got a nice pocket there to do something, put a tag in or something, so it'll look nice then from there. So I'm not going to have a tuck spot behind it, don't need it, because don't. But if you wanted to, you know yourself, if you've done anything like that, then you can put a tuck spot behind it, but I'm not going to. I'll just make sure there's quite a bit of glue on that stitching. Yeah. And we need word. Well, we will need words on it, but I haven't got any printed out there. Oh, I don't know whether that'll be a bit too much there. Yeah. I really don't think we need anything on that because it's really nice. I just found that, that's all. I'll think of something else for there. Right, let's see if I had any of those tags that would fit in that I made earlier. I think they'll be a little bit too big. Let's have a look. I know I made some little ones. I think they'd be too small. Yeah. Because that would look quite nice. Right, oh, what I could do is make that into a bigger one. No. Or I'll cut one of the big ones down, which I don't really want to. I've got that one I could cut down actually, because that's that was from last year, that one. Right, I'm going to do that. Let's have a look. I reckon about there. I'll go the other way because this side is better. Right, what I'm going to do is make a template out of one of these. Okay, check if I need to take any off the length. Why isn't that fitting? I'm going to check that it's not glued down. Shouldn't be. I only saved the bottom, didn't I? Oh, just a little bit of glue there. Yep. I'm going to keep that like that. Yes, I like that. I just want this feather to come around there a bit. It's got like a straight end and it's annoying me. Oh dear. Right, okay. So we just need it a bit fluffier. There we go. Right, hole reinforcers. If you wonder why I'm gluing the hole reinforcers down, is because they've been around a long time. I've had them a long time and they've lost their sticky, so I quite like them because they're almost clear. No change. That's it. Just need to stamp something on the bottom. What should we stamp? Oh, I know. Should we do that one? Uniquely handmade. Yeah. Limited edition. That's definite.